Here we go. Josh here with Carl's Mower, and today we're going to take a look at the brand new STIHL KMA 80 battery powered hedge trimmer. This is so cool to see. STIHL just keeps dropping the hits, and it's our first chance today to open the box on this new tool. I think a couple months ago I unveiled the FSA 80, which is the standard string trimmer version, and today we're going to look at it in a Kombi version. So I'm familiar with the operation of the string trimmer side, but check it out. This package is coming with battery, with charger, with string trimmer head, and as of right now, it's coming in for right around $500. So I know I'm supposed to keep these evergreen and not talk about price, but as of 2023, late 2023, around $500, battery powered trimmer featuring the AK30 battery, as well as the AL101 charger, and a string trimmer attachment. And as you know, it's part of the STIHL, or maybe you don't know, as you're gonna find out, it's part of the STIHL KombiSystem. So if you have a gas-powered STIHL Kombi, say it's a KM131 for getting out and doing some heavy work, but you want something lighter, quieter, easier to grab and go for just around the yard, this is gonna run your edger, your hedge trimmer, your cultivator, your pole saw. What a great addition if you already have a Kombi. I see this as something that could really, just work in tandem with your gas one, or if you're looking to get into the Kombi world, beautiful starter box right here. So I already unveiled a few or talked about a few of the specs. So it's going to come with the AK30. It'll also run on the AK20 or the AK10. I mean, most of the time you're going to want the power of the AK30 or the run time of the AK30. Coming with the charger, as well as the power head and the line head. So let's open it up. I'm gonna flip it sideways here. Boom. First things first, this is gonna be familiar. I love this. I love the fact that we're running a standard STIHL auto cut trimmer head that's used on all of their other Kombi attachments, or very popular on their straight shaft trimmers. The auto cut 27-2. We've got our battery charger right here. Handle. Okay, our AK30 battery. Again, this is part of the AK series, so maybe you have an HSA 50, or maybe you have, what do you have? Maybe an MSA 140 chainsaw or a BGA 57 blower, all part of that same world. So we've got our battery. Here's our power head. It's going to look very similar to the FSA 80, which you've maybe taken a peek at, but coming in the split shaft configuration. So on the initial setup, I need to put on my handle, and then I'll pull out my gearbox here. So here's my FSKM line trimmer attachment. Standard looking, right? Greasable, so we're heavy duty, or we're high quality there. Solid steel drive shaft on the bottom end, as well as on the top end. So let's just bust through this and put this together so we can take a first spin at this thing and see what we think. Kind of exciting. I see this as just a great opportunity for a lot of people who have a battery powered a gasoline powered Kombi, but just want something that's maybe a little quicker grab go for the light duty work. I'm not seeing this as something that you're going to run a brush blade on and go out for multiple hours and crush blackberries with. This is going to be a 20 to 30 minute runtime sort of thing. So really useful around the house. Maybe you've got a smaller property, and this could work very well. Nice. It's always good when you don't have the bit. So I walked into that one really well. You'd think I would have been prepared. Should I call my team out for not putting their stuff away? Probably, but I'll let that go. It happens. I'm sure there's a reason. So first thing is we're putting on the deflector. Of course, it's going to take longer than intended because I don't have power on me. That's all right. I'm going to turn around, use the bench as my friend. So what is my favorite current Kombi attachment? My favorite tool to use, honestly, is a 0 degree hedge trimmer. I find that such a cool tool for doing, pushing back the blackberries that are growing over the fence, trimming up the boxwoods, the arborvitae. Just a very awesome machine, well balanced. I love the pole saw for what that thing will get done, but that's not something I get out very often in my application. It's something you get out, you work it hard for an hour, and then it's going to sit for a year, which is a benefit of the Kombi, right? I'm not having a standalone tool that I don't use often. I just have an attachment that's worth a couple $100. I'm not worrying about the maintenance of that thing. I can be a really pretty awesome person to my friends and let them borrow it, that sort of thing. I'd say my next favorite attachment has got to be the reciprocator. You've seen the demos of that. What a beautiful edge that lays, or how cool that is for cleaning out pavers that are maybe getting overgrown, or flagstone. I had that a couple years ago, all this flagstone getting overgrown. I could just really build a new edge around it. Or in the flower bed, just peeling up the weeds. Pretty awesome. Okay, so there's our Kombi line head attachment, right, with the AutoCut 27-2 line head. Now, the power head itself, I haven't mastered this handle yet. They've come out with a handle that's a quick adjust. Okay, I appreciate that, but the engineers really wanted to make us think a little bit on this, so I struggle a little bit. I haven't done 1,000 yet. I'm going to put the metal clamp on the bottom. You know, once I get good at it, I'm going to do a video that's on how to assemble a STIHL FSA 80 or KMA 80. This is where it gets a little bit more complicated. I have this clamp here, and then I have a little barrel that slides in this like so. Whoop. That slides in there like so. And then I believe my screw, my long screw goes through there. I turn it, okay, just like that. Now that's going to come in from the bottom. We'll get a better video of that. That's going to come in from the bottom. I'll just pre-tension it a little bit so I don't have to keep holding it. And then on the other side I have just a screw and then we'll call it a wing nut, a little plastic nut that I can easily turn without any tools. So get that one going. So bring the non-quick adjust one up to snug. Rotate my handle over, slide my handle where I want it to go, forward, backwards, what's going to fit me, and then the clamp shuts. So there we go. My quick adjust handle installed. I simply loosen this right here, loosen this right here, and I can slide the handle up or down to match operator height or maybe application, right? With a string trimmer, I may want my handle in a different position than I would want it with a edger or a cultivator. So there we go. That's right, that way. Okay, that's on. Drop the line head in just like so. Drop to the red line for me, would you? There we go. Drop the battery in. Which way does it go? I believe on the AP, the operator gets to read it from their position. On the AK, they don't. Okay. And here's how I turn it on. I squeeze, I push down, and I pull the trigger. I'm not all the way seated yet. There we go. Okay, here we go. First run, KMA 80 with the line head. Let's back up a little bit. Let's get down a little bit. I do have an eco button, so I can be kind of an eco mode, so I can only hit, say 50 miles per hour, or I can slide it forward and hit 75. Don't go 75, the cop's gonna give you a ticket. So you hear this variable throttle. It's very smooth, quiet, easy, grab, go. Obviously, if you're gonna be out using it, you should have your proper safety apparel on. You better cover your eyes. You better wear your proper shirt, pants, shoes, boots, all that stuff. Anyways, check it out, the STIHL KMA 80 now in store at Carl's Mower and Saw. We'd love to see you in here soon so we can let you take a peek at this cool new tool.